Hey team, how are you? Coach Dana checking in with you today. Listen, I know this week was probably a bit of a wild one for you. So for this week's lesson rather, I just want to talk about today's blog that I wrote. And it said, we're all in this together. And you could define this however you would like. I know many, are focused on, the virus going around or the stock market or even some changes that are happening around them as a result of these things. But really the lesson to put forward this week is nothing is permanent. We are dynamic, the world is dynamic, economies are dynamic. So as a result, nothing's going to stay the same. And because nothing stays the same, that means things are always going to change, right? Sometimes they get a little bit worse, and sometimes and oftentimes they get much better. So I want you to think about that. So whatever the situation is, whatever your mental state is, today or right now, realize that it's not a permanent state unless you desire it to be. And if you desire it to be, well, ultimately you got to make a choice for it not to be a state that you want to be in long term. And then you do the work and you come out of that state. So again, I know everybody's dealing with some things that maybe they didn't anticipate dealing with a week ago or a month ago, or even in January when they were setting their targets for 2020 and what 2020 was going to look like. But listen, these are the cards that were dealt, so we have to deal with what is in front of us. Okay, so ultimately, hang in there. Realize again that everything's dynamic, and you are dynamic, which means that you can do some unbelievable things, in this time. And I wrote in today's blog, I said, listen, when markets go down, yeah, there's money lost, but there's also tremendous opportunity, right? If your kids are home from school, what could you do with your kids that maybe you weren't able to do, over the past month or two? So think about these things and look at it from a point of advantage rather than disadvantage. I have a friend that's a big CEO that I coach also, and he said, years ago I was diagnosed with ADD, and I realized it was only going to be a problem if I saw it as ADD, which was a deficit. He said, so instead I looked at it as ADA, which was attention deficit advantage, which means I could do more than the average person. I could think in a way in which the average person can't think. So in this time, I want you to do the same, right? It's Friday. Think about the good things that happened to you this week. Think about what it is you're going to do as you go forward. Take necessary precautions, whatever you deem them to be, but ultimately stay on your path, keep on striding, chop away at the things that you have to do, want to do, and have, set and affixed your eyes upon, and keep on working, Take care of your health, take care of your family, and take care of your life and your business, and everything in the end will work out. All right? Coach Dana Cavalea, I'll see you guys next week. Anybody that needs me, reach out, text, call, email. I'm here for you. See ya.